Heading into a Reiju match now. Good opening hand. We got Who's Who. We have a Rock. Banish play with Zoro. We haven't seen that yet. That's gonna be a fun card. Definitely really hard to deal with if you can get it on curve. Popping Rock, grabbing some swings and some ramp off of your life here. Pulling a Rush Kaido. Rush Kaido is always good to see just because we have two. So if you do see it, you probably want to grab it. Into an all clear Kaido. Fair enough. Popping that rock on ramp, seeing if we can get a 1k counter out or maybe 1 life. There you go. If you don't get your rock here, you can also attach to Who's Who and swing and try to get another 1k counter out. So we do get our ramp and we can play our Banish Zoro next turn, which is pretty crazy. Popping a 6 cost and a 7k swinger with Banish on turn 3. Take the hit hoping for ramp, but no, we get another king, which is pretty useful. Well, against Reiju, you pretty much need above 4 costs, just because she can just rest you and then brook you. So it's good to just try to get the bigger bodies out so she can't just leader effect you. No, I'm thinking of Perona. Never mind. I misplayed. There you go. Banish Zoro coming up. Just flood board, clear board, and just keep swinging. She did get her stage a little late. I am trying to learn Reiju right now. It's one of those matchup where I kind of faced them and waited 5 minutes for them to do stuff, and then they have a million cards in hand, and then it's back to my turn. So I just wanted to learn it a little better, so I knew if something was fishy or not. But yeah, it's just a crazy flood deck. Just discarding all your big cards into trash, playing all your little weenies, and then minusing Dawn and then powering up with their suits. Banish Zoro looks like is the target and may get removed before he can even swing, which will feel bad. Perhaps a Brook. I think Brook can KO or bottom deck or something, a 5 cost or a 5k or lower. But yeah, our opponent will always try to target that Zoro because it is hard to deal with. Looks like he is safe for a turn, so hopefully we can get some. I think we just rush Kaido at this point. Rush ramp into probably Banished Wing. Get some extra value out. Never mind, we'll just 7/7. Draw some counter out of our opponent's hand and then into a Banished Swing. Clearing board. Perhaps clearing out some of that counter into that Banished Swing. Nice. Pop a rock to re-ramp. Banish Swing. Or is it going to be clear board? Clear board it is. Dang, we got a lot of value off of that. They gave up all of their cards. We're at 7 again, meaning we'll, if they block her up, we can probably king. But I don't think it's necessary just because I think we have enough Dawn just to math it out. They're double staging, which is so weird. I was actually asked if I can double rock. You play rock on 3, you ramp. Next turn you play your rock and then play your rock a ramp and then play the rock again. So I have to see if that's worth it. I think you just save it for Gatling for the counter, but it was interesting to hear you playing double rocks you can ramp. There's definitely better ramp cards for sure. Okay, easy counter. We do have to waste a 1k, but it's okay. We just want to make sure we have enough life to survive. Judge is very hard to deal with also. I don't think they have enough dawn to do so because they did use their stage, but they may be setting it up for next turn here. The board just gets flooded with like four characters, so looks like he's probably gonna try to kill Kaido, and I don't have enough to protect him, unfortunately. So Kaido is going down with a 14-10 swing. But we do have a who's who. Or perhaps we have enough to just math it out with a banish hit. Okay, we're going for banish hit first. If we can draw out 2 cards from our opponent hand. Nope. Banish right to trash. Then we just math it out. Maximum 6 counter, so 12. Well, 11. But we can swing 11 and we should be safe. All on who's who, so we're just gonna take an 8 and hopefully they don't have enough counter here. Okay. And that should end the game. 8-8. Not quite enough counter by 1k. All right, there we go. Reiju down into Uta. My essentially my main deck right now, or my alt deck, whatever you want to call. Lots of counter with rock. You see a rock, you just gotta keep it to get it on curve here. Who's Who is also great, but you just bottom deck so many of your cards. It's difficult to play, especially if you want that Sanji move. But we are gonna be rocking on curve. Swing to face 5. A lot of times Uta will just take the hits because they can use the card to try to build their combinations up. Looking for that Brook, that Mihawk. Considering combinations, got 4 Dawn. Good chance to go into Brook, but looks like she's going for the Searcher. Bottom decks the Kid. You hate to see it. Unfortunately, that happens to me all the time. Okay, we are gonna counter out because Uta can flood the board really quick. Pops a blocker. We're sitting at 7. Swinging 5. We could have King played there, but I think we were just trying to ramp hard here. No, we're gonna banish Zoro play. Maybe we'll finally see this. This is very difficult to work with for Uta, just because all her swingers are pretty low, but she does have a lot of counter and a blocker up right now. But a 6-7 is very difficult to deal with here. Swinging 6, searching, got another Uta blocker. We will counter out. We just want to keep a high life here facing Uta, just because we don't want to see those I'm invincibles, and also once she starts flooding the Luffy Brook Usopp, or I guess even Uta blocker now because it is in hand. We are taking the hits. Another Uta blocker is played. And even restands Uta, not pitching anything, using that Barto card. Very, very expensive card, by the way. I was wanting to build that, but I'm like, $80 a card, I'm gonna pass on that one. We do have a pudding, which could be interesting because she's been building that board the entire time. What do we do here? It's like we king play, clear board. That Bart was very scary, just restanding for free, so definitely cleared them out super quick. Swinging 8 to 5, 8 to face. Takes the hit most likely. No reason to really waste a blocker. There you go. Attach and force a Uta block here, and or just mill out 2 2Ks. Definitely don't want to take the blocker hit. Gives us a chopper and a Mihawk. And passes to Uta. Okay, there. We're probably gonna see a Luffy combo soon here. There's a Brook. Oh, they might have built the combo. They do have 7 Dawn left, swinging 7. Most likely just countering. Yep. And let's see a Bud. Yep, there you go. Triple Uta Brook into a Luffy. But we just got all clear Kaido. You hate to see it. Our opponent does not even see this coming. It was the perfect top deck. Trying to mill out some cards here. Trying to mill out some counters. We'll just keep swinging. Give me your counter or just take the life. Yep. Give me your cards. Losing Uta here. Take the blocker, and then we just drop our Kaido bomb. Clear that board. Nope, clear the board for. There you go. Kaido bomb wipes, repops a ramp, and turns. Uta is speechless right now. The entire board cleared out. 2 cards, 2 life, 10 Dawn. The only thing that would really help right now, but probably not really, is a kid into Uta into arrested kid attached Dawn, force taunt. Gambling on a Luffy card, but got a chopper. And I think they have to play a Luffy and our Brook and try to flip board again. We did kill 3 Uta blockers, so it's an uphill battle right now. Passes turn. Nothing to play. Most likely just counter in the hand then. Back to 7. Yeah, we just queen and block her up in case there's invincibles. Probably save the Kaido rushers. We don't need the ramp for the Hawkins for 1k. And then we just attach and swing 7 and a 12. And that should put us back to a Kaido rusher on the next turn. But also our Uta player must deal with the big Kaido and the queen. So this might be it. Just got unlucky with the top deck with that Kaido bomb, which is a 1 of in this deck. But that's why we save it. It's such a clutch card to have, especially if you have a lot of life. But a 1-off minusing 6 Dawn is so hard to re-ramp after. So if your opponent has a lot of cards in hand and or you only have 1 or 2 life, it's definitely difficult. Swings 8 to 5. Has a handful of cards. We are blocking it out, just giving us all the 1Ks out of hand just because we know, oh, Hody Jones. Good thing we blocked that out. Well, I guess it wouldn't really matter. Oh, they could have went invincible, so it may have mattered. But we don't even need our rush Kaido. We just attach and swing, and it's GG's. All right, into a Perona battle. The leader that can rest any 4 costs is gonna be shaking on Brook. We pop the Who's Who and Brick. We did not find our rock, but most likely that Kaido bomb, since it's a 1-off. No. All right, we pull the king. We pull the king so we can clear out board a little easier. Just because I believe is Rosinante. That's very troublesome against Perona. There it is. Did not find our rock, but we are gonna attach and probably just Okay, Zoro Joro. There you go. Let's get this ramp out. If you guys are still in this video, I appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more future content. Okay, we have a handful of hands, a lot of 2Ks, a lot of ramp cards, a lot of tech to play with here. Zoro is done. There's no way I'm saving you. Alright, never mind. I just want to out-ramp you. Another blocker down. But we can attach with Zoro, get a ramp card. We can attach to Kaido, get a KO ramp card. Should probably attach first, but at least this way it confuses my opponent. Takes the hit, runs queen, finds the rock. What are you getting rid of here? Yeah, we're probably sending Kaido home here. The rush Kaido. We save the 10 drop Kaido to try to clear out the blocker, sending it back to hand versus using KO because Rosinante can cancel out KO effects. So that's why we got rid of the rush Kaido there. Also, the 10 drop blue Kaido there is a one-off. And also we changed it up to the SP Kaido instead. So the sim artwork is slightly out of date because we did do that over actually probably like a month ago. So just haven't updated sim. Okay, we're going for the king play. We're going to swing to ramp to get that free king. If they block, then we get another ramp from Kaido. But we already attached. We can actually attach one more Dawn to Who's Who, but it doesn't matter. Alright. We can't really king because Brook has to be 4. So I think we might just hardcast here. Yeah, we just hardcast king for a body and swing in for 8. And also consider that we have rock and haven't played rock, which feels really bad because it's a little too late to commit that 3 Dawn. So that rock is now just a 3k counter most likely. Also, we did get rid of our rush Kaido, so we're not minusing out too much crazy Dawn, so that does make sense. Brook takes out our king, swings to Zoro. We save Zoro. Alright, Rosinante down. 10 drop. Reflood our cards. We'll swing first to see if we can mill out some counter or take the hit. Alright. Picked up 2k, 1k, 3k Gatling with a Zoro, which will probably be discard. It's a little too late to play Zoro. If they do flood more blockers, we do have our 10 drop Kaido to return that to hand. And our board status right now does have a big 10 drop Kaido on board that our opponent has to deal with, which is very difficult for Perona. Swinging 10. You don't need to take the hit, but we could. We just drop our Gatling with Zoro and then probably pop. Okay, fair enough. We don't even need Kaido anymore. We're just saving all our counter. Still have lots of Dawn left. Brook swinging, taking the hit. Draws queen from life. Who gets rested with leader ability? Swing 6 to Husu and pass his turn. So I think we just block her up here, most likely. Taking their ulti. Do we double ulti here? No, we definitely queen up and block her up. Or clear board. I think we're just... Okay, let's see. I'll swing first and see what happens. Looks like we're going for a board clear instead. Checking board. I mean, in trash. How much counter left? Queen into a Sanji. Zoro is way too late to play. We should have probably attached first, but I think we have enough to get a free kill. Yep. But wasted Dawn. GG's. They just leave. Crazy board status. So much clearing with Zoro here. Zoro. Kaido. Into a Nami match. So generally into Nami, you just want to build the board as quick as you can. Just essentially dropping like a minimum 5k swingers. Don't do blockers, don't save counters, just because Nami's really not going to swing at you. You only want to drop a blocker if you see a peel off down. Nami actually takes the hit first off the bat, which makes sense in 8k swing. And we definitely will counter this so Nami does not mill a card. We did keep our Basil Hawkins in case we want to ramp. That's why we got rid of our X-Drake. And then we put in just to kind of mess around with Nami there, so her cards are shuffled in. So however many cards Nami had, like if it's like 5 cards or 8 cards or 1 card, you just mulligan their hand and then you just draw 5. So just be very careful about using pudding, especially if it's if your opponent has little cards. But it's great tech for any blue decks, so make sure you guys are checking that out. We do toss our Hawkins. We don't want to get those extra mill cards out. Just keep swinging 5s and 6s and just try to get as much value out of the counter as we can. If they're forced to use big stuff to kind of counter her out, then that's great for you. And then we just probably king up here, or X-Drake minus, force them to drop a card. Not king either, queen. We'll probably block her up, but it won't really matter right now because there is no is it Pilaf? No, Zephyr. Oh no, I forget. The guy with the peg leg. Alright, we're at 8 Dawn. We're who's whoing. Probably grabbing LT so we can find more cards. We'll just block her up in case. We can swing it until we find it. We do find our rock. Feels bad. Very late in the game. But we are still considering taking it just because we have those rush Kaidos and all clear Kaido bomb. Just gonna keep swinging 6, milling out more cards. Our opponent has a lot of Dawn. So a lot of counter. Hopefully we can burn through here. Try to get them inefficient as possible. Okay, still pretty efficient. Swinging again for 7 or 6. Still 4 Dawn left. Easy counter. We're definitely building up that Sanji. That Sanji is coming. We have an ulti to stack our deck. Also putting our 5k on board. Peel off. Zeph. And it was Zeph. Alright, so we do have a blocker, so we're okay. We can hard gamble with the Sanji, or probably just who's whoing, grab an ulti, and then bottom decking everything. You can play the ulti to try to set up the Sanji. Nothing great there. We do have our X Drake that can help stack the next pull, so we'll grab that, and then we just start swinging 5s and 6s. Probably just 6s, and then we can also attach to Who's Who there and get some extra value. Or maybe we'll drop a rock. No, drop the rock? Yeah, we drop the rock for the ramp. Just in case we're playing one of those Kaido bombs. And we'll leave Queen up just because we need to counter that Zeph hit. Looking like maybe a Rush Kaido coming up. The Nami deck size still looks pretty heavy, so I think we're okay to cook a little. Yeah, just instant block. We'll probably have to play the X Drake again. It'll be X Drake play and to stack the deck, or we attach Rush Kaido and re-ramp. Those are your options at the moment. Peel off. Sanji's peel off, drawing 2, discarding. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Rush Kaido maybe. Mind you, our board is pretty low right now, so maybe the extra Sanji play coming up. Many options. Yeah, X-Drake. I think we start placing top, sending the refresh with Sanji into a Zoro, it looks like, and then we pop a king up there too, just in case we need to KO some stuff. Try and get the most value out as possible. Probably swinging Who's Who here. Maybe swinging there's no point in swinging to Zeph because just way too many counter. You just swing to face. Just keep swinging 6s. Fives and 6s until you draw out all they're done. They had to counter 9 there, so they wasted a lot of counter. Okay, so the next play is going to be our Sanji into Zoro with a 10 drop Kaido refresh coming in from OP05. And insta block again with X-Drake. This is why we block her up against a Zeph. Alright, so we can either Kaido bomb or we can Sanji. Not Kaido bomb, but the replenish cards. I think we're Sanjiing though, because we already set it up. Our curve would be incorrect if we don't play Sanji. No, we just go for the rush. Alright, fair enough. Get rid of that Zeph because we didn't have a blocker. So I think it will be Zoro into Sanji King now? I think that's what we stacked, which is still a good play. Free king, free big swinger, free KO. Oh yes, that's probably going to be a play as the king, just because we're able to re-ramp to 10 Dawn pretty quickly. No counter, so that's dead. Nami does have a lot of Dawn. A lot of stuff to cook with. Alright, there is our Zoro. Sanji is probably not the play because there's nothing to KO. Looks like we're just gonna keep swinging 5s. 5 and 6. They do have a lot of Dawn though, so maybe not enough to end the game here. Card count does look lower though. It's probably around 12 to 15 at this point. Who's to gamble, to just have a little peek? Swing 7, 6. Wastes a lot of resources counting for 9. Swinging her 7. Has to take the hit. Is Kaido enough to end the game? Charges in 10 to 5. Not quite enough counter. GG's. Alright, so we're into a red purple Uta. Definitely not part of the meta right now, but it is a new leader. Always love playing those off meta leaders, obviously, and this is also a red purple, so perhaps I'll be able to build something with this deck also. I think there's actually another Uta leader coming out soon also. I think like ST15 and or maybe those are just a reprints, but I think with the new collection box there might be a new alt art or a new leader coming with that also. It looks like we're swinging first for 5. Looks like we do have our rock, so we are going on curve. Popping for rested Dawn, ending turn. Most likely going for that Zoro play. Just so difficult to deal with a 6 cost 7k banished swinger on turn 3. Looks like we're taking a 5k swing, taking that Gatling, using it for trigger to get the extra ramp, which actually puts us up to 7 now, which is pretty insane for turn 3. There's Zoro attaching Dawn, popping rested, pushing us to 8, giving us turn 4 10 Dawn. Swing to face for 6. Rock on curve with that Gatling definitely put us way ahead. I think we just send it with a Rush Kaido where we can actually block her up maybe. With us being so far ahead, most likely just a Rush Kaido, and it puts us back to what our regular ramp would be. Puts a big body on the ground. Looks like Uta might be able to deal with the Zoro there. There we go. So Banish got destroyed. Use a good bit of resources to do so, but yeah, I think we just Rush Kaido at this point. Attach, rush, ramp, and then use rock for another ramp, and this puts us back at like 9, so we can probably grab another Rush Kaido if it pops, and or just block her up after that. Okay, definitely not blockering up. We use that queen as a counter. 7k swing. Do we Gatling here? We might Gatling actually. Yep, there you go. Keeping that life high. Definitely looks like a Rush Kaido unless we pull like a 10 drop that doesn't oh, we might replenish here actually. So the play is to replenish and or Rush Kaido. Looks like we're just swinging in to try to get rid of some counter before we pop it, just so we can see if our opponent's going to allow us to Rush Kaido or if we're replenishing. That was actually a great top deck. Gives us 2 options here. Yeah, we do replenish our cards. Who's Who, Double Hoo ulti into Sanji. This might be pretty good. We do have a big body on. Our health is pretty stable. This most likely could be a Who's Who or even a Rush Kaido. Maybe an ulti into a Sanji combo next. We did get a not the greatest counter, but there is enough. Just tossing our Who's Who's. Still can swing with the Luffy. And probably the Nami too with 4 Dawn left, or just play something. Perhaps a blocker. If there's a blocker play, then maybe a Rush Kaido. Clear out the blocker most likely. The board count's kind of high, so there's no reason to really flood the board again with more cards. And then clear board, smack the Luffy, and then smack face and try to get rid of counters or just take a couple extra hit points off. He's saving the Luffy. Alright, fair enough. 10-6. Gone. Pop the ramp. Get that Dawn. Definitely taking the hit. There's no way you're countering this one out. 12-5. There we go. And I guess they could go to Fatal. I don't have much counter. It's only 3k counter in hand. 3 swings needs to go through. The Nami's kind of low, so it'd be difficult to commit that much Dawn. But staring at 2 Kaidos is definitely, I guess 3 Kaidos even, is very troublesome. Once again, if you guys like this type of content, please like and subscribe for future content, or just to let me know if this is content I should continue on creating, or if we should try something different. But most likely I'll be chopping this up into different episodes. So this is probably in our 3rd episode now. If you do like more, I will create more. I have a lot of non-meta matchup recorded also. I just gotta go through it all and kind of get the commentating. Like I said, there's not too much editing in this, but you know, it still takes time. I do have a lot of ideas and other stuff in the background also. I'm actually not sure what's going on here. Maybe our opponents went AFK or something. But generally when I'm simming, I just have music playing and just kind of autopilot, so it doesn't really matter how long our opponent takes. Perhaps I'll trim some of this out. Alright, here we go. Was not able to pick a card. Didn't find a card. Really needs to clear board here. Yeah, probably has to kill both Kaido. Has 8 Dawn left. Probably can only kill 1. Looks like Antoma. I think that's a searcher, yeah. Okay, attaching Dawn. 3, 8. Minusing out Kaido. Swings 8-6. I do have enough to counter. That's probably daggers. Swing again. Gets the Kaido, takes one down, wanted Kaido down. Dead or alive. Alright, touching down. I think it just ends it, yeah? Technically I should just swing Kaido and see what they do, but it looks like I'm just gonna swing, attach and swing. There we go. We're going 12, 14. Definitely should have swung the 10 drop Kaido first. Her opponent is AFK or mathing it out again. We'll trim some of this out. Takes the hit. Final swing 14. And that should be G's.